How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. We are reacting to Daredevil Season 2, Episode 10, The Man in the Box, which I feel like has got to be, it might be the urn itself. I thought it was like an urn, or, I mean, I kept calling it an urn. What I mean is just like, that's kind of what it looks like, but I think it is like a box-ish sort of thing that was just carrying blood. I don't think it had like ashes in it or anything. But it looks like a sort of ceremonial urn or something. So there might be something inside it actually, where they were pumping the blood into it, and now they're bringing the man in the box down. I don't know. That's closest of an idea I've got. I'm not sure what they would be doing with him down there. Like, I guess the transformation needs to be done down there. The light was all really green and everything. I'm not sure if that's important in any way. Yeah. I hope we pick right back up where we left off, right with the hand. But I feel like we're gonna get a cold open or something with someone going about their day and then Frank grabbing them to get information or something, or maybe starting with Karen and Frank going to her. Either way, I feel like we're gonna start with a cold open with Frank, even though I hope we get right into the hand stuff. Let's jump into it. If you want to see the full length for this reaction, you can check it out for $4 a month on Patreon. Go check it out. Okay. So we're going to come back to this. Unless this is all happening right now. Like they're coming in as Matt's still there. Yeah, just let Nobu get... I mean, I guess he's in no shape to fight right now, but...
We need to find the people who did this to them. It would be a good start if you told me who that was. But you could start with the Yakuza. Start with? Yeah. Shit. You saying the Yakuza is mixed up with another group?
I think so.
So, okay, so they were two separate groups, actually. But Nobu is like a middle ground man, maybe?
This group. They got a name? I'm working on it. Yeah, I bet you are.
Tell them the hand.
Taken somewhere off the grid, somewhere they can't be found. No, what they need is medical attention. I know, and they'll get it, but whatever is being done to them, it may not be over. We need to get them somewhere safe. I just know someday I'm gonna tell you how to do your job.
Yeah, seriously, it must suck for Brett. He just listens to Daredevil constantly. But yeah, I guess Matt got a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, not that he got more screwed up in the fight than I thought, because it was a pretty quick fight. But I think more so over that he fought a bunch of dudes to get in the compound. Also, but the arrow.
What? She's got no prints.
Oh wow! They took all their prints, but at least we got one of them.
Burnt off.
You know, because Stan recognizes his son.
Is gonna be fun. What kind of junkies do this? I think this was done to them.
All units, suspect Frank Castle, believed to be armed and extremely dangerous.
Whew.
I should have known this day would get worse.
I want this out across all 5 boroughs. And get some additional units to the courthouse and city hall.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
And he doesn't know what's going on. He thinks Frank has just escaped.
The Punisher. He just escaped.
Like, oh man, this is gonna be real messed up. Because Matt's gonna go try and like beat his ass because he doesn't know what's going on. I mean, Matt wants him in prison either way, so whether he escaped or got out for other reasons. I mean, he did escape. Whether it was fixed or not, I guess it's still escape. But there still is the, perspective of Matt's gonna think he's doing it from an aggressive point of view from the way he saw him last time, whereas he's doing it from a calmer point of view, I think, this time. He's narrowed down. She's just in a fucking sweatshirt. She's probably sleeping here, though, with all this shit.
I'm sorry about that. Could you please have a seat? Please.
She actually doesn't seem to be in a super aggressive mood right now.
You didn't clear the park, did you?
I thought about it.
But it'd be
But I
suspicious.
decided an empty park could show our hand. So yes.
I greenlit the operation. Civilian traffic and all.
And it oh so predictably all went to shit. So after that horrible decision, you made it worse.
By
You
covering
tried to
everything
kill
up.
him and ruin us to save your own political
Yeah,
ass.
like everything up to that is.
Wait. This is
That's what makes her
about
a bad
me
person.
anymore. I found this in my daughter's backpack before sending her off to school.
X-ray of a skull.
Castle.
You know, once he gets his sights set on a target, he never stops.
Where's your daughter now?
Upstate New York, somewhere in a location I can never know about, surrounded by men with guns, assigned to protect her.
So that's why she's so
It's highly
heavily into
unlikely
this.
Frank Castle would target your family.
Yeah.
This is
I
hard to
mean,
understand. He has his own internal code.
but not her daughter.
Am I supposed to trust that?
But
I
her.
don't care how much time you spent in an interrogation room with him. He's coming after my child.
What do you want from us?
If he contacts you, just let us know.
You want us to break privilege?
I want to make sure that nobody else gets hurt. Look, I know what I've done here. But please.
I mean,
don't
yeah.
care about my job anymore. I just want to keep my family safe.
Oh, boom, Foggy! Yeah, I was gonna say. Fucking. What on earth? Was that even Frank? Still, like, he was just trying to get her, right? Why would he still be going? And Jesus. Foggy getting caught in the crossfire. As I've been saying, you know, he thinks he has military precision, but that also, again, might not be the Punisher. Might have been somebody pretending to be him for some ungodly reason. Oh boy. Like, Matt is gonna he's gonna lose it. Ow. And if that was Frank, way too far. This is terrifying. Like, they are getting the feeling of a shooting going on real good. It's like a fucking whale's heartbeat. What's the
We
question?
met once before, you and I. Before you went after me in court.
Oh, right, yeah, the,
Was at an art gallery several months ago.
I assume you've heard there's been a shooting at the courthouse.
Unfortunate news. Well, why does that send you to me?
Because I know you facilitated Frank Castle's escape.
I understand you're frantic. You're looking for answers. I have none.
But I mean, so Matt had some crazy, you know, oh, it's probably Fisk. And it seems insane for him to say that at the time. But now that he's in here, he literally does know because of the lie detector heart thingy.
Vanessa.
Right as he turned it off.
Leave us.
Why is he doing that? Because I think he wants to be under the table and make a deal.
I will use every legal loophole and footnote to make certain that never happens. You see, unlike your other adversaries, Mr. Fisk, I can break you without breaking a single law. You may have expensive lawyers, but with one envelope and $6 postage, I can make sure Vanessa never sets foot on American soil again. One letter to the right office,
Yeah.
and I get her visa pulled. I can prove she was an accomplice to every one of your crimes. And now you're thinking you can serve your sentence, hop on a jet, go to her whenever you like. Live somewhere like Monaco, or I don't know, wherever the hell you fat cats go to sun your yourself. But you can. You can visit her. But you'll never live with her. Because this is New York, Wilson. You live here. This is this is your blood.
Yeah, he knows he ain't gonna leave. He would never leave.
She will never come. And you'll never leave. You screw with me now, just a little bit, and you'll never really be with your one and only Vanessa ever again.
Oh my god!
Speak her name again. Go ahead.
Oh, is he gonna like...
The son of a boxer.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You're all running this place. You did set him free.
You ask such small questions, Mr. Murdock.
I know. You're regaining power in here.
Yes, ask my lawyer. He'll deny it. Ask the guards. They'll deny it. Ask the inmates here. They'll cut their tongues out before they talk. But I have something to say to you. When I finally get out of this cage, I will dismantle the lives of the two amateurs that put me in here. You, Mr. Murdock, and Franklin Percy Nelson.
No, I put you here, not Nelson.
No,
I did it.
The two of you broke the laurel. Take the blame. I'll
Yeah.
chop both the heads off
Foggy's
of that.
getting
And I'll
caught in the
charge
middle.
More than $6 on postage to bring you down. You see, I've had a lot of time to reflect on my journey here, Mr. Murdock.
And that can't even get out of his control.
Everything I took for granted. And while I try and sleep in this bleak place, the one thing that keeps me warm is the thought that I will look down upon this city. The city that birthed me with the woman that I love. Whom I love with everything that I am. If you're worried that Frank Castle will wreak havoc on Hell's Kitchen, just wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be him. Holy shit. Time to go. Can't even stand up.
Let's do this again sometime.
Yeah, he's like, fuck off. And his heart is like calm as shit. Couldn't be calmer.
Un bain pour toi?
Bien sûr.
C'est gentil. Je me sens si seule parfois.
Je vous garantis, ce sera pas un problème.
C'est un gentleman.
I don't know if I don't trust him or her.
Tant mieux. Are you gonna try to kill me?
I don't think so.
Something like that.
Oh, okay.
You ought to know. It's rude to keep a girl waiting.
Who the hell is he? And it's already done. But see, the fact the bullets then, you know, they're high caliber. Yeah, I don't think he would shoot in a place like that because the bullets would go through the wall and everything.
I promise. It's going to be better now.
I'm worried. Oh, I'm worried.
Nova took blood
Yeah.
out, but you're saying he put toxins in?
One of our
Yeah,
doctors
it's
thinks
something
that
else in.
maybe they were being used to incubate the substances in their systems, like human chemical farms that can be tapped as needed.
Holy shit. And that's why it was a farm.
Stop this.
You know you kind of did, right?
Yeah, not soon enough.
I don't believe this.
You stopped it though. You stopped it when you found out about it.
Hey, St. Matthew, enough with the hair shirt already. You know, we've got doctors on it, cops, labs. You're not the only person in Hell's Kitchen who gives a shit about what's going on here.
Yeah. Gotta open it up
You
to
look
the
like hell,
people.
you know that? And you're standing up here freezing your ass off playing guard dog when what you really
They're
need
keeping all the
is
secret for a
probably 3 days
reason.
sleep.
Yeah, because Nobu's gonna figure out where we are. And when he does, I want to be here.
Of course you do.
Claire, What do you expect from me, all right? I'm flailing here. A dead guy, a guy I witnessed burned to death, is somehow back in Hell's Kitchen. All right, on top of that, Frank Castle kills the DA and Wilson Fisk runs the prison that I sent him to.
How do you know that?
I went there. I'm done, Claire.
Done what?
No more law. No more friends.
That's not a life you want to live.
I put them in jeopardy.
Now he's really putting himself up on that fucking cross.
You may feel like you are a ship lost at sea, but if you isolate like this, then you really will be. You're cutting off your own anchor. And every minute that you spend standing, hiding in this suit of armor, the more separate you become from the very things that you want to protect. Your friend is in a hospital bed downstairs.
Go talk to him.
Hands on your head, Frank. I mean it.
It wasn't me.
Hands on your head or I will unload this thing, I swear to Christ.
Just do it.
It wasn't me.
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I fucking knew it. Jesus.
Leave me now.
Yeah, of course. And okay back here. Whatever the hell is going on here. I don't even know where the fuck she is. I assume this is somewhere she owned, but apparently, I mean, clearly not from everything that's going on. I guess this is just some random airport. Jesus. Everyone in the show kicks so much. Okay. Now it's well, don't bring out weapons if you don't know how to fucking use them. It comes up so often in the MCU. I'm so glad.
Stick did.
Oh. I mean, geez, Stick is unbelievable. I'm actually surprised. I wasn't expecting that. And here we go, Matt. Ninja time. This is fucking crazy. Ninjas just breaking into a hospital. Hurry up, Matt, hurry up. Mm-hmm. Oh, Claire. You better. Oh, of course.
Oh my God. What did you...
Claire. Get the fuck out of there. So that's what they mean by activating the black skies. They're just gonna wait for, like, are they just getting the kids and then leaving? Or what? There's so many. Oh boy. You really think you can take like a fucking 100 ninjas, Matt? Oh my, nah, okay, maybe a little bit more than 100. This is one side of the building. Oh my god, that's a lot of ninjas. Oh shit. Okay. I'll see you guys for the next episode. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so, all things considered, a bit of a slower episode this time around. Would you say the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this was... I was really hoping that Matt was going to immediately follow Nobu and get into all this shit, but, you know, he just took an arrow to the chest, and then he fought a crap load of guys outside that we didn't see. So, yeah, and then Nobu beat the hell out of him on top of all that.
Plus, he had to stick around to make sure, like, what if the hand came to get the kids?
That's a good point, yeah. But, yeah, I get what he's saying, but at the same... Yeah, I guess you're really going to pick which one is more important, because you don't know what Nobu was doing. It seems like that was a, you know, it's about to happen right now. But, I mean, again, he was not in the state to be fighting Nobu.
Yeah.
So, we start the episode off with the police just, like, walking in and finding all these kids, which, what a horror, like, the police in Hell's Kitchen got plenty to deal with, just not even regarding the supers, and now, on top of that, with this sort of shit, like, I cannot imagine being Brett, and, like, you know, it's another day, and then you just walk into this in the middle of Hell's Kitchen.
I really loved how it went from bad to worse on Brett's face when he was like, oh, this isn't just a cult, it's the Yakuza.
Yeah. And not even that, but, like, you know, you should start with the Yakuza. Like, that's a good place to start looking. Because, I mean, so I wasn't really sure how it worked exactly, but it does seem like there is the Yakuza and there is the Hand. And they work together in a way, but they are two separate factions, but they are kind of under one umbrella.
Right.
But yeah, I wasn't sure if it was, like, last episode we were saying that, you know, maybe that Fisk, you know, only knew them as the Yakuza, but no, it might be that Fisk was working with the Yakuza. Yeah. And then there's also the Hand here. Like, yeah, it's two separate things. So Brett's line of, one of these days I'm going to tell you how to do your job. Which I was like, oh yeah, I really want to see that. That would be cool. Like, I'm not sure how that would work though. And I was thinking about that as I was taking my notes. Like, how would that ever work? Like with Brett, you know, telling him how to do his job. Like, I couldn't think of any scene as to how that would work. But you know, if Civil War, I've been still theorizing about that for forever. If it does have something to do with making more of the supers a actual legal thing, then that would be literally directly, one of these days I'm going to tell you how to do your job.
Okay.
Because season 3 of Daredevil comes after Civil War, right? Yeah. I mean, Civil War's close to what I want. I only got a couple more seasons till that. And again, I have no idea what it is, but it's got to be something. I mean, it's definitely supers and non-supers is the Civil War, but I'm not sure what the goal, what either side would want out of it is. Right? That's the thing. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be as a basis, but I, you know, the specifics of what they would want. But maybe that's what we're going to get in the future, and I'm excited if that is, because as I said, I would love to see Brett ordering Daredevil around, because man, Matt has just been ordering around the whole season.
Yeah.
Nonstop. And it feels like you got to really feel undermined as a police officer with all this shit. Like, God, I feel bad for Brett and all of the police officers just feeling so undermined, like their job is, you know, they can't even do their job by the time somebody's already done it for them.
Yeah.
But, so, we get the kids here, the Black Skies. So, we were talking about it last episode with, like, well, if they are the Black Skies, what does that mean if they've never activated them before, if they're just taking their blood out? But it didn't seem like they were putting their blood in. But no, they are. It was both putting blood in, taking blood out, using their bodies as a sort of chemical farm to incubate the chemicals and then pump them back out.
Right.
So, yeah, there might not be anything special about these kids at all. It is just they were using any kids they could, and you know, they were just using, they just needed kids, bodies, that's it. But they are coming back for them now because clearly something is going on with them. I talked about the Hand, I talked about possession, you know, it seems like something like that. I don't know. Do you have anything you want to talk about with all this shit going on?
Nothing I want to say directly.
Nothing? Okay. Why are you here?
I love staying.
So, what else do I have in my notes? Okay, the whole stuff with Matt, Foggy, and Karen being brought into Reyes at the courtroom, and that, like, one, they think they're all, like, if they were to be arrested there, like, if Reyes was to find something on them and throw them under the bus and everything, there's nothing they can do, right? Like, this is a world with superheroes and all that, Matt can try and run away, but then they're all gonna know it's him. Like, ultimately, that was such a stressful situation because, again, as, like, when they were first getting with the Punisher, when their career is on the line like that, and not just, like, this career, but, like, they're working again in any way, going to jail. Yeah, that was very terrifying, and they did a good job of really making it seem as scary as it was. And yeah, so, like, with Reyes this episode, and, giving more sympathy towards her, and talking about her daughter and all that, the thing with her daughter, I'm not sure what the time frame on that is. With the Punisher putting the X-ray of the X-ray of his skull in her daughter's bag. One, that does not seem like something Frank would do. And, like, when did that happen? Did that happen before? Like, I guess, I mean, well, it would clearly have to happen after he got shot. But did it happen, like, just recently? Like, after Punisher got out of prison, or before then, right? Because it might be this fake person. I mean, it could be the fake person either way, but no matter what time it was, and because we don't know who the hell this fake person is.
Yeah.
I assume it's someone Fisk hired. It could just be some random person that's imitating him. But yeah, I think the putting the Punisher X-ray in her daughter's bag was also the fake Punisher.
Okay.
And yeah, Rhea's messed up. She should have come clean. I cannot forgive her for covering all this up and trying to save her career for all that. She messed up, sure. But then after that is when it becomes, whatever. Again, anything else you want to say, or should I just move on?
I do agree with you. I'm pretty sure it's not Frank who put the skull in there. At the start of the season, we brought up the idea of the devil worshippers, and we haven't really followed up on that. But I think we might be getting that now, not with the devil worshippers, but with people who are, like, inspired by Frank in the same way.
Yeah, but specifically cleaning up Frank's mess.
That's the thing. Like, I mean, honestly, maybe.
Maybe. That's why I didn't think it was some random imitator. I'm pretty sure it's someone Fisk's hiring, because they're specifically going after people connected to Frank to make it look like it's Frank.
Right.
Whereas I think a copycat killer would, just try and make the motive look similar to Frank. But I don't know. Because, yeah, it's not like anybody in the public would know about the conspiracy stuff going on. So, like, why would they be going after Reyes? Why would they be going after Tepper? Why would they be going after Tepper?
Right.
No one knows about Tepper.
It could be the blacksmith.
Yeah, that's a good point. The blacksmith could just be basically the same as the Punisher.
Yeah, but like, I'm thinking of, like, this is probably the closest the blacksmith has ever gotten to being, like, revealed. Like, people are talking about him behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So if he's aware of that, or she, whoever, they might be, like essentially using Frank's escape as a way to hopefully, like, tie up all the loose ends and also pin it on Frank.
Possibly, I guess.
Like, the main reason I don't think it's the Kingpin is that this puts more heat on Frank, and, like, Fisk doesn't want that. Fisk does want Frank to take out the blacksmith. There's no reason to also add a bunch of other stuff on Frank that'll get the police to, go after him harder.
Yeah, like, that is also, I couldn't figure out, like, what would Fisk's plan be here? So, yeah, I guess the blacksmith does make the most sense. And we only have a few episodes left, so this would be a good way to introduce him. Yeah, I think that does make the most sense, more so than someone Fisk hired. But at the same time, man, Fisk's plans are so weird that I don't know. Speaking of which, we have the whole thing with his meeting with Matt this episode, which turned out to be a lot more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. I really thought that was going to be like, okay, yeah, he's going to sort of like, just listen and sort of get the truth and then leave, and that's about it. But like, no, Matt went like totally like, he stayed legal, but he definitely went, a little bit dirty there. And then, Fisk responding in a much more overtly illegal way. But yeah, it's completely fine. He's putting on this act, but like, if Matt's willing to try and blackmail him, then he's like, oh, fuck no, then I'm putting on this act for you, but I don't have to do shit. Everybody here is on my pay. Which, again, how much money is he making to where the prisoners would cut out their own tongues before they said anything about him? I mean, it's the same thing before where they're like, they know that Fisk would kill them if they didn't, but it's not like they have. I guess they would think, that's not a pay thing. That's probably a Fisk has connections with their family on the outside.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking. I was like, because I was thinking, well, they have no connections because they're in prison, so it has to be like he's paying them a bunch. But that's not necessarily the case. He's probably got their families. Yeah. So where else am I? Here, my notes. Then at the end of the episode, when Fisk is saying, let me review the files of Matt Murdock. I don't know if that is because he's connecting some dots between him and Daredevil. I don't know what he would have got there in that fight, or sorry, not in that fight, but in that, there wasn't a fight there. And, he commented, son of a boxer. Like, that's a very good, cover-up for this blind guy being able to, like,
right.
I don't want to say, not immediately just fall down and be a coward in front of him, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, he is a lawyer, so he would probably expect him to be extremely, cowardly. And I don't know, though, because, like, Donovan is a fascinating, like, one-bit character. So, I don't know. But either way, love that whole scene, and I don't know if he's connecting the dots there, or I don't know if he's trying to rethink his options because of the whole blackmail Vanessa thing, and maybe he is gonna come to some other conclusion. But I don't know what else it could be besides those two. Yeah. I mean, maybe just like let me study up on him so that way I'm not caught off guard by anything. I want to doubly be sure, but again, I'm sure that he's gone through his files a billion times.
Yeah.
So it has to be something of the new proposal that he's given or something.
I'm betting on some sort of connection between Matt and Daredevil, because he had specifically in the conversation he mentions that they've met twice. They've only ever met twice at the art gallery and then at the trial.
Yeah. And
I think in that fight maybe he noticed something that connected Matt to Daredevil, who he has also met multiple times. It's the classic. When you fight someone, you learn more about them than you could if you'd actually talked.
Yeah. I mean, again, maybe just in the back and forth strength thing there, but
it could have just been I didn't expect you to move like that or to act like this.
Yeah, but I think that was why we got the son of a boxer line. But again, it has to be on reflection. He was like, actually, now that I think back to it, but I don't know.
That's all I got.
Don't know there. I guess I am sticking with it. He is making some... No, I'm not sticking with it. I'm sticking with he's rethinking his options.
Okay.
That's my guess. I don't think they're going to do the Kingpin is on to Matt Murdock being Daredevil just yet. Okay, so... okay, so the Elektra versus the the soldier that Stick sent after her, that was for half the episode I'm just this guy is clearly gonna kill her, but who is he, right? And yeah, I'm surprised you thought he was the Hand, but did not even cross my mind that he would be with the Hand. Yeah, so To be fair, I was not expecting Stick to like send somebody after her to kill her. That was a big shock.
Yeah.
That was not like oh yeah, it's just like Stick. I was like, what? Stick's that? Man, I thought he had like some amount of morals. Because like, it's not like he's sending people after Matt or anything, but that's because he wants Matt back.
Right.
If Elektra's gone, it's like, I'm not even gonna try and get you back. Just fucking kill her. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I thought they were making Stick out to be like, maybe maybe it might be a good thing for Matt to be working with him. No. Clearly not. No. There ain't no way. But that said, Matt is committing himself to being like a full-time vigilante right now. And everybody's trying to talk him down for it. You got like every single character in the series trying to tell him how stupid he's being, and he doesn't need to put himself up on the cross, and he needs to have some time to himself. Needs to come down and talk with the people, but he ain't hearing it. I mean, and that's just the way it's gonna be.
Yeah,
it's just the cycle. It's just the cycle of Matt. But yeah, I don't know if I have much more to talk about it. It is just, I don't know where we're gonna go at the end of the season though. I normally it's like this is that is the melodramatic part of the season, and then they're gonna come back and be friends by the end. But I don't know if they will, honestly. I don't know if they will this season, so I commend them for at least making me think that, whether it happens or not. At least make me question it. So, we have the fucking ninja boys coming back for the kids, storming the hospital. It's so many. We see like one side of the building, and it's like 20 of them. It's maybe I'm underestimated by saying over 100, but it seems like it might be like around 100. Yeah, this seems like way more than the times where like Matt's just beat up a bunch of guys. Right. Because those are also like he's beating up like 10, 15 guys maybe that are just getting up a lot. Yeah. But this is 100 guys, roughly. Who knows? It's hard to tell. But like let's say like roughly between 50 to 100 guys that are also going to be probably getting back up multiple times and are, just trying to get the kids and get the fuck out. And so that's a really easy thing to do when they have that many people and Matt is one guy fighting them. So,
I wonder if this might... I wonder if one of the big things in the season might be Matt finally killing. Because, and here's my logic, he saw Nobu come back from the dead. To him, he might think, well, if you kill the hand, they don't really die. So maybe it's okay.
No way. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think in Daredevil Matt will ever kill, ever. I don't think that's gonna be a thing. I don't think it's gonna be a thing of like, Matt, you need to learn how to kill people. No, I don't think we're gonna get that ever.
I feel like we're gonna push it. I think he's gonna kill at least one person. I don't think he's gonna kill 100 ninjas. That's a bit much.
That's so much.
I don't think he's gonna look at these ninjas and go, well, they brought back Nobu, so none of them can die. I'm just gonna start snapping heads.
I can see Matt being fine with killing, like being fine with the Punisher killing or something like that. But I cannot see Matt himself killing anybody over the course of the entire series. Okay. And that's my bet. I don't think he's going to. I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't know. Because like I did think when we were back there with Roscoe, I thought back then like he has said Daredevil's never killed anybody, but Matt Murdock might have killed somebody, way back in the past. But no, I think that's cemented. If he's not going to kill Roscoe Sweeney, he's not going to kill anybody.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got anything else you want to say about this episode?
I think that's about it.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys for the next one. Until then, get the fuck out of here. Okay, before I start my next reaction, I wanted to say there's actually a couple things that I did not touch upon. Foggy getting now directly involved with all this by being shot. Like, that is the most directly involved you can possibly be with this, sort of shit. And Matt has been, saying, or not Matt, but, Foggy has been, well, I guess neither of them, more of other people have been talking about, that he's gonna get his friends involved with this, or Foggy saying Karen might get wrapped up in it or something like that, or like something like that. But now it's coming to heads. We're actually seeing real ass consequences for and to be fair, this is not their connection to, well, it is happening because they're connected to Matt, because this is happening because they took on the Punisher case, which is because Matt told them to take on the Punisher case. So it is directly related to Matt. It is all because of him. And then even as far as that, then Foggy, after being shot and being taken to the hospital, telling Karen not to come with him, primarily I assume because he did not want to get her further involved with whatever the hell was going on there. And clearly something was, considering the fake Frank Castle came after her too. But I think Foggy was thinking that he was coming after him instead of Karen. So he didn't want Karen to go to the hospital with him, where she would be in the line of fire along with him again. But because of all this, we now have the DA on our side, which is a great outcome, even though, the actual events were bad and very unfortunate. At least, silver lining, we do have the DA on our side now. So if we have to have another fucking trial for Frank for some fucking reason, or we just have to have the DA on our back for any other reason, because it's not like Matt is going to need her because he doesn't have a law firm anymore, but who knows what Foggy's going to do. Foggy is going to be nice to have someone that high helping him out. Lastly, I didn't really, I said I didn't have much to say on the side of Matt just trying to become Daredevil all the time now, but at the same time, I say I don't have much to say about it, but I do want to expand upon a little what I said in my reaction, which, it is, I can't blame Matt for doing this. There is like he's putting himself up on the cross and all that, but all that aside, the fact that, there's the obvious problems with him, being like, oh, I should have stopped the kids being used as a chemical farm, when he did stop that, but he's just, acting like he didn't stop it soon enough. And that's the sort of, toxic personality that is eating away at him from inside. But him diving into just daredeviling 24/7, I totally get, because he just fought a guy that came back from the dead, and he just had this whole talk with Stick about the hand. So I totally get why he's diving in all this. Of course, after both of those things, he's gonna be thinking about how insane, like something insanely big is going on, and he's the only one who can stop it. I mean, even though Stick is out there and he's got his army too, and everything like that, but I get it. Stick needed Matt's help, so obviously he can't handle it himself. But yeah, I can't blame him. He knows that as insane as he sounds every time he tries to explain it to anybody, he's not wrong. It is happening, and it does need to be stopped. But he sounds insane. And now, though, Foggy's seeing the ninjas outside, but at the same time, it's also like what has Matt gotten me into this time? So, okay. I just wanted to talk about that before I started this next reaction. I'll see you guys for that one. Actually, this time. Get the fuck out of here.